Okay, let's dive a little deeper now into project management. And we're going to talk specifically about project selection. And you may hear this called integration management, which is a knowledge area. How do we know which projects to work on? How does any business know? Yeah, we need to pursue this project. We need to pursue that one. How do they know? This is all part of the project selection process. And before we get into talking about all the different tools that we can use to help us select the right project, we need to define a few things first. Specifically, what is the difference between a project, a program, and a portfolio? You may hear these terms used a lot in your organization. In fact, you may see a few people with different titles, such as project manager, program manager, and portfolio manager. They're all related, but they all do different things at the same time. So let's start from the beginning here. We know that a project is a limited duration endeavor to deliver a specific deliverable. A project has a project manager. This project manager is responsible for this deliverable, this team, this budget, this schedule, this project. A program is a group of related projects. If we're developing, if this project is about developing an e-commerce website, this one is about developing a website for a realtor, this website is for this website for that. These are all related projects. They all have individual project managers. They are grouped under what's known as a program. And for every program, there is a program manager. The program manager oversees the individual project managers of these related projects. And if you take a step higher, the portfolio manager oversees the program managers, oversees the different programs. A portfolio is essentially a group of different programs or projects grouped together in a basket. We said that a program is a group of related projects. A portfolio is a group of different programs or projects. And the easiest way to think of about a portfolio is that it's the link between the vision of the organization, the goals of the organizations, and the projects that we do. And this is what a portfolio manager does. They sit down and they say, all right, this is where our organization wants to go. These are the goals of our organizations. What projects do we need to do to get there? It is the link. So 3 distinct areas related, but distinct in their own ways. Now, once we've selected the project that we want to pursue, and we're going to get into the tools in a second here. Once we've selected our project, we develop what's known as a project charter, and I mentioned that very briefly previously. The project charter is essentially authorization for the project manager to begin. It's the ready, set, go. And there are certain areas of the project charter that need to be defined very clearly. Information about the project, so who's the project manager, who's the team working on it, what are the objectives of the project, how will we know that this project is successful, so what's our deliverable and how will we know that this deliverable was a success. Business case, why do we need this project? Why does it need to happen? Who's involved? Maybe certain teams, certain functional units in an organization. What are the risks involved in this project? This all gets put into the project charter, and it's authorization for the project manager to begin. Go ahead and start the project. Okay, we'll stop it here for now to digest all this information, and then we'll get into tools for selecting projects. We'll see you on the next one.